Hank from King of the Hill is not into butt stuff.
That's fine.
Is that my ex? Shit, your ex is here.
Welcome to episode 6 of Your Ex is Here. Today, neither of our exes are here. We're actually going to be interviewing a friend of mine back in Texas and her ex. So her ex is here. Our exes are for once MIA. Thank God.
So how do you feel about like fucking exes? Is that like a thing you do?
Not really. I moved away from most of them, so I can't.
True.
Like one's in Las Vegas, one's in Seattle. The rest are in Texas, and like one is in Japan. So even if I got tempted and was like, oh yeah, let's do it, I can't go anywhere. They can't go anywhere.
We're being responsible. I think like sooner or later, like you and I can start doing podcasts in person. Like it's too.
Yeah. Yeah, if
Probably
Dr.
it's
Fossey
okay.
said it's okay.
Yeah. So, that's good because I don't really need to be going outside and going places. I'm okay, but like it would be nice to do these in person.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can start doing that soon. What else, man? I don't know. Nothing's really happened to me this past week, honestly. Still, no one will date me because reasons.
Well, find some new people.
When it comes to dating, I like want to date people who I met on like Hinge and all those apps because you get to choose what parts of yourself you give them initially. So like you can literally be like, oh, I don't know what Twitter is, never had one. Oh, I don't, you know what I mean? You don't tell them about your podcast and your social media and all this other stuff. And there's no reason for them to like know about it quite yet. Whereas if you meet somebody through social media, they already know all that shit.
Yes.
And people are petty and like guys will want to like not date girls because of the way they like portray themselves on social media and whatever.
I don't know. I really haven't had that issue.
Really? Huh. Okay. Well, I have.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, just like you'll find people. I don't know. Just probably not like people that are like, I don't know, fun, you know? Speaking of fun.
Wait.
So
ASMR.
that does sound good. That do be hidden though, honestly. Like, I got aroused listening. I was like,
you're like, it's been a while since I've heard that.
no, it was like 20 minminutes ago while you were taking.
Also, it kind of sounds like when you're peeing after sex and you're like waiting for the to come out. No, like, and you check the toilet. No.
See, this is why they don't want to date you. That's what it is. Like, you're gonna sit here and be like, I don't understand why they don't appreciate my online presence, bitch. Because you're talking about. I'm like.
Anyway,
So I have a fun thing for us to do.
Let's do it.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh.
But celebrity style, and I have like 4 different groups, and I'm very excited.
4 different groups. Okay, wow. Okay, do you want to like do one and I do one and you do one? And
yes, let's do it like that, back and forth, ping pong me, baby. All right, so do you want to go first or should I go first? I feel like as the youngest, I should go first.
Go for it, girl.
Because I have more time on this earth that I'll live.
True.
Okay, so the first one is fuck, marry, kill. Steve Buscemi, or Buscemi, Bukaki, I don't know. So Steve Buscemi, Big Ed from Before the 90 Day Fiance, the short, weird-looking guy, or Gary. Oh God, Rachel told me how to pronounce his last name. Gary Busey, Boucher.
I'm looking it up.
Ibuka.
Okay, I don't know who this is.
But look at him. It doesn't matter who he is. He's an actor.
Well,
look at his face.
I'll fuck him.
Okay, what about Big Ed?
I'll kill him for sure.
Oh God,
that's like this is easy. I'll fuck Gary Pussy and then I'll kill Big Ed and then I'll marry Steven, whatever.
His name is Steve Buscemi. He voiced Randall in Monsters Inc. He's an important man.
Yeah, I would marry him. Yeah.
Okay, so marry Steve Buscemi, kill Big Ed, fuck Gary Busey.
Yes. And Big
Sweet.
Ed is 4'11", no neck guy from our episode 3.
Ha. Okay, your turn.
Okay. All right. Marry, fuck, kill. Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and Eddie Murphy.
That is so funny. I almost put Chris Rock on my second list. God damn it. Fuck Eddie Murphy, kill Chris Rock, marry Dave Chappelle.
Whew, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Why kill Chris Rock or Eddie Murphy?
Chris Rock is okay. Did I say I would kill Eddie Murphy? I thought I said I'd fuck Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay, yeah. So why?
I would fuck Eddie Murphy because he already has a shit ton of kids, which must mean that he's good in bed. I would kill Chris Rock because honestly, he's kind of annoying and he's a little bit misogynistic. In his stand-up special, he kept like making jokes about like, I don't understand why my wife got mad at me just because I cheated on her a bunch. I was like, nigga, you ain't shit. And then I would marry Dave Chappelle because, Also, Dave Chappelle is from Silver Spring, so I feel like
Yeah.
date night would be easy to plan with him because I live in Silver Spring.
Mhm.
And I'd just be like, oh my God, Dave, where should we go for dinner? And he'd be like, anywhere you want. And I'd be like, sweet. So yeah, okay, my turn. Fuck, marry, kill. This is my black guy edition. Denzel Washington, Idris Elba, Will Smith.
Oh, I don't want to kill any of them.
Gotta be done.
Okay. Marry Will Smith.
Of course.
Oh, fuck.
It's hard. Make the wise decision.
These two are hard. These are like the ultimate sugar daddies I would only dream to have.
Well, then think about the one that's most valued.
Well, I'm thinking about which one's gonna be inside me, and which one I have to kill. Like which one do I want to share my spirit, soul with, and my energy with?
I feel like Idris, just his name alone is spiritual, you know?
Yeah, but I can't kill Denzel.
Sure you could. I never thought I would say that.
Okay. Final answer.
Mm.
Killing Denzel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It had
yes.
to be
I'm
done,
sticking to
though.
it. Yes. Final
It
answer.
really did. I think your wisest decision was to marry Will Smith because, I was watching Bad Boys the other day and he like had his little like police outfit on with the harness. And I was like, God damn, like what the fuck? It's kind of weird though because like I have old photos of my dad and him and Will Smith were built exactly the same in the 90s. And so it's a little like, but no, Will could get it. He could.
Well, he
could
also
get it.
just like is really like obviously funny and just like not like I just would want to marry him. Like
He's just
like,
chill. Like
yeah, he would be an
chill.
amazing husband.
And he's funny. Love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was easy for that part, but the other two that was hard. Okay, well, I'm killing Denzel Washington. Okay.
Nice.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, marry, fuck, kill Hillary Clinton, Sarah Palin, and Michelle Obama.
Oh my God, Sarah's gotta go. Gotta go.
Okay, good.
And then I
good.
would fuck Hillary, and then I would marry Michelle because duh.
Okay, true.
Who the fuck? I forgot about Sarah Palin. Honestly, she was on The Mask.
Yeah,
Singer.
she was. That was crazy.
I was like, for why? Like what? Like who was your agent?
Yeah, that was really crazy.
I didn't need that. Okay, my turn. Fuck, marry, kill. Scarlett Johansson, Emma Roberts, Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay. I'm marrying Jennifer Lawrence. I'm fucking Emma Roberts, and I'm killing Scarlett Johansson.
Ugh, this is why we're friends. Those were my exact.
So I feel like Scarlett Johansson obviously is bad as fuck, but I fucking don't like her. So I would have to kill her just because she takes the roles away from like POC and from like mostly like LGBTQ community and stuff. So she's got to go. And then I feel like the other two are really hot and like funny stuff, but I feel like Jennifer Lawrence is funnier. Like she would keep it more entertained. Like I would want to be married to her. And Emma Roberts, I could just smash and pass.
Honestly, I thought about replacing Emma with Anna Kendrick, but I felt like that would have made things too hard because I would fuck and marry Anna.
Yeah, I was thinking we still pick. I just have like a soft spot for Jennifer Lawrence.
She is from the Midwest. That's kind of what is endearing to me.
Yeah.
Is she's a Midwestern gal. Okay, your turn. Quick. Before our guest logs in.
Okay, so the next one is Mary Fuck Kill, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Mike Pence.
Oh my God. This is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Okay, so I would obviously kill Mike Pence, marry Ted Bundy. No, marry Jeffrey Dahmer, fuck Ted Bundy.
That was my choices too.
No way. Well, at least you know why. Because I feel like Jeffrey was gay, so it wasn't like I wouldn't be like I'd have to sleep with him. I would be upset about all of the killing of black men though. So I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Like, and I would have turned him in sooner. Like if I had been his wife, like I would have turned him in. Like all of his neighbors were like, his house smelled kind of weird, like dead bodies, but we didn't say anything. I'm like, you didn't say anything. You guys had to have known. Like men were coming into that apartment and like just never coming out. And you never like thought to just be like, hey dude, what are you doing?
Think about it. It's like if you're married to Jeffrey Dahmer, like he's not gonna kill you.
No, he's not, because he's not even attracted to
right.
him.
And then like Ted Bundy was hotter. So you get to fuck him once. I think he was hotter. I mean, I'm not trying to sexualize him.
He was hotter, but both of them are like plain vanilla men.
Of course, but that's like what you like. So he is like a hit and quit, and then he won't, and then hopefully he won't kill you, and then you can marry Jeffrey Dahmer. He won't kill you, and then you can kill my pet. Yes, perfect, amazing.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna start dating hot black men after that comment. Anyways, okay. So my last set before our guest joins us. Okay, fuck, marry, kill, and this might be the hardest one out of all of them. I think Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion, Rihanna.
Okay, I'm gonna get so much fucking backlash for this.
If you kill off Rihanna, I will log off of the Zoom meeting.
No, I'm killing Beyonce. I'm not even questioning it. I know, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, not the queen. You know the Bayhive is gonna come for your ass.
I know. You did this to me. You wanted me to. God, you
didn't want this. I didn't want this for you. I want it better for you. I was rooting for you.
I'm killing her.
We were all rooting for you.
Sorry, she's got to go.
The Bayhive is gonna come for us. Oh my God, we're gonna lose
Why would you put her on the
We're gonna lose all 5 subscribers.
Why would you put her on the question?
I didn't know it was gonna go like this.
Well, who did you think I was gonna kill? Okay, well, I'm fucking Meg Thee Stallion marrying Rihanna.
Dope.
All right, last one. Ready?
Yes.
Marry, fuck, kill. Peter from Family Guy, Rick from Rick and Morty, and Hank from King of the Hill.
I would kill Peter, marry Hank. What was the other one?
Rick from Rick and Morty. You're gonna fuck him? What? You're gonna fuck Rick from Rick and Morty.
I bet he could come up with like a potion to make himself look younger and have his dick last in bed. Because he's a scientist.
Yeah. You're gonna marry Hank from King of the Hill?
He's reliable.
He thinks that sex is like only for procreation or whatever. He's like,
cool, I can have my 5 boyfriends take care of my sexual needs.
Okay.
No biggie.
But listen, Hank from King of the Hill is not into butt stuff.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's your answer. Why'd you kill Peter off?
Because he's annoying.
My man's okay. Well, that's fair.
He's annoying, and his dad bod is like extra, extra large, and I like my dad bods set between large and XL. You know what I mean? It's like anything past that, it's kind of like it's a lot. I'm worried about getting,
Sure. Okay, fair.
Thank you so much for joining us, Rachel. We really appreciate it. I know that you're so busy in quarantine.
So the way we're going to do this, Lonnie's going to interview you. We have a set of like 10 questions and just about like you and your ex's like relationship, pretty basic stuff. And then we'll bring him in, and without him having heard your answers, I'll interview him, ask him the same questions so we can see if your answers line up or not.
I was telling Sophie, Rachel, that you and I have been friends for almost 5 years, give or take. I would say 5 years unofficially, and then 4 years officially. And like Rachel knew me like before I started my hoeing days. Like she knew me and my first boyfriend. And my first boyfriend worked at the community college that we all went to. And so I would always just like be hanging around at his desk. And Rachel would always like come into the computer room where he worked. And I was just like, oh, she's so pretty. And he would be like, yeah. Oh, she is a girl. And like go back to his video games. Anyways, moving on. So we have 10 questions for you, Rachel. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so number one, how did you and Tristan meet?
So we actually met through my first boyfriend.
Oh, that's right. You're a homie hopper. My bad.
I am a hobby hopper. That's fair. Yeah. The first time I met him was at a Battle of the Bands. And I went to go support my first boyfriend, who was technically my ex at the time. He was like basically still dating me, but he broke up with me to date my best friend at the
He's
time.
a homie hopper too.
Yeah, it was a whole debacle. But I remember like when I was leaving, I purposely went and found him and gave him a hug before I went. And then after that, he started coming to our church, and I started pursuing him then. But yeah, the Battle of the Bands at the high school.
That's so cute. Oh. Okay, so how would you describe the relationship?
Well, the first year when we were like, we dated for an entire year where it was like solid. And during that time, he was definitely probably the better boyfriend than I was a girlfriend. But we were like in high school, I was 16. And then next 3-ish years after that, we were off and on, increasingly more off and on as it went on. So rocky. We didn't communicate very well. But I don't know, we had our moments, I guess. Like he was definitely like my first love, and I can't deny that. I was definitely heads over heels for him.
That's
I don't know
sweet.
how to answer that question, so I'm
That's
sorry.
fair. No, you're good. I think Rocky is accurate. Okay, so what attracted you to him the most?
He was tall.
I knew it.
I know. He played guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very bubbly and dorky.
Yeah,
So.
because we have similar types. So I was like,
Yeah.
she's gonna say he's tall. I just know it.
He was so tall.
He was very tall.
I
How
guess he
tall
still
is
is.
Tristan? Is he like 6'3"?
6'3", yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's what attracted
He would
me.
tell you 6'3.5". So.
Oh God. What does it even matter,
Laugh.
Tristan? Okay. So my next question is, what did you find most attractive about him? Like out of all of those things, what was the best?
I liked his smile. When he smiles, it's like it takes up his whole face.
Aww.
Physically. I like his ability to get along with everyone. That's something that I'm probably kind of jealous of, but it was really fun to watch him interact with people that he had never met before, and it was like they were best friends. It was fun.
That's so sweet. OMG. Okay, what was y'all's favorite thing to do together?
In the beginning, we went to the park a lot, or we'd like go hang out at the 806 or something. He played, I don't know, Magic the Gathering. So I know we'd go hang out at the comic shop, and I'd watch him play in tournaments a lot. Towards the end, we stayed in most of the time and watched like Disney movies, or I don't know, played video games.
That's so sweet. Okay, so when did you first tell each other I love you?
Probably too early because we were 16, or I was 16.
There's no such thing as too early.
Yeah, I don't remember, actually.
That's fair. That was like 8 years ago.
It was a long time ago.
7. How old are we? How old are you, Rachel?
22. It was 6 years ago.
Holy shit. That's a long time ago. Okay, so what did you think of his friends?
It was a mixed bag. He had some really
You didn't
He had
like
some
him.
really good friends, and he had some really bad friends. Like, some people were, he probably still has this friend. He has one friend in particular that, like, would not even look at me unless he was drunk, which was always kind of entertaining. But then, he had some really genuine friends, and then he would have just, like, the major douchey asshole friends. Sorry, censor that word or whatever.
Oh, we don't censor enough. So you're good.
So yeah, I hung out with his roommates quite a bit. But anyone outside of that, I kind of tried to avoid.
Fair enough. What was his worst habit?
Worst habits. He would make up these stories. I don't like, this is gonna sound harsh. He was lying, I guess, but he would make up stories, and it was like he was being very genuine about it, and then he would forget that he told me those stories. And so later, when I would like ask him about it, because he said it in complete seriousness, he was like, "Oh, I told you that? I don't remember that at all." But anytime I would challenge him on it in the moment, he would say like, "Yeah, this is totally real." And I think it was more of like a defense mechanism that he had developed in his home life when he was being raised. But it was very annoying to receive a lot of false information and not know if it was just like why it was happening.
That's fair.
Girl, I dated one of those, and I don't know in this case, but like I'm pretty sure my ex is like a pathological liar because I think he literally didn't even like really notice he was lying. Like he would just do it like out of nature, and then like I would ask him about it, and he'd be like, "What?" Like I don't think he would even like notice he was doing it on like I don't think he had malicious intent. He would just lie about random little things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was done to purposely. I don't think it was a purposeful thing. It was just a thing that I was constantly kind of looking at him sideways, like that doesn't seem like it's real.
It's scary though, because it makes you wonder like who's telling the truth. Like after that for a while I was like, I don't know who's like when I'm dating someone, I'm like, I don't know, are you lying about this? Like that'll fuck you up a little bit.
Yeah, like I had an ex who did that a lot, but it was more like he knew what he was doing, like he was intentionally trying to like gaslight me. Rachel knows who I'm talking about. But like just stupid things that we would fight over and he'd lie about. Like, where's the remote control? And he would lie to me about where it was because he didn't want to change the channel because we were watching what he wanted to watch. Like, I would just sit there and I'd be like, dude, I know you're sitting on the remote. And he'd be like, no, I don't even.
That's
I don't even know what you
weird.
mean. Like, I've never seen a remote control before in my life. And I'm like, I can see it sticking out from under your butt, dude. Like, it was
Strange.
He didn't have that big of a butt. I don't know why he thought he could hide it.
yeah, I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's right there. And he'd be like, no, I don't even know what that is. That having a remote control goes against my beliefs as a self-proclaimed male feminist. I would never remote control a woman. I would never do it. Anyway. So I'm just going to wrap these two questions up together because we technically only have room for 10. How long did y'all date and why did y'all break up?
So like I said, officially we dated for a year. And then off and on it was almost 4 years. And in those off and on, he broke up with me every time. So it was not mutual. So there were a lot of breakups. I don't really remember the first time why he broke up with me. I remember one time after he turned 21, his friends brought him to the strip club. And he called me at like 2 a.m. and said that he felt like he was trapped and he wanted to be free and he wanted to see all the titties. And and the next day, I went over to his house because he was texting me like nothing was wrong, and he just acted like it, or maybe he didn't remember, but it seemed like he was acting like he didn't remember at all, and that it didn't happen. So I'm like, honestly, I was kind of a crazy ex-girlfriend, so he probably had some good reasons to break up with me at times, or I wasn't accepting them. Eventually it was just kind of like we drifted apart. Like I met someone new, he started dating someone, and we just moved on with our lives.
Wait, so what's the age difference between y'all?
Almost 2 years.
Wow.
He's older.
I mean, honestly though, Rachel, I don't think you should blame yourself too much or even at all for how you acted. So, and plus we were so young. I mean, we're still very young, but like we were little, like I think about the times you and I lived together, we were little girls basically, just on our own and running around trying to process a lot of emotional trauma that had been caused to us. And neither of our parents are very big into believing in therapy. So I think like we internalize a lot of stuff and blame ourselves for things that we shouldn't have. So I'm not saying that you aren't right in saying like you could have handled it better, because we could have handled it better. But at the same time, we were like 18 and 20 dealing with people who were older than us, who were actively manipulating us and fine with hurting us and cheating on us and lying to us and gaslighting. And then finally, like, I mean, if you broke, dude, you broke. But like I don't think you should blame yourself at all in any capacity. But just moving on to our next question, when did you get over the breakup?
Like a time or why?
Like, when did you get over it? Like, officially you were over it, you didn't need Tristan anymore, you didn't think about him anymore, you didn't miss him anymore. You sounded like a bug.
Probably summer. Oh boy, I'm not good with years right now. Oh, time has passed, you know. Probably summer 2017. Would be when, if I'm remembering my dates correctly. Summer, fallish. I realized like there were other men out there who would treat me better overall.
Yeah. That was when we were living together. OMG. I had to drag you off the sofa to do anything.
Yeah. One of those times resulted in me getting over it. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, Sophie. So like one time, do you not want me to tell her? I won't tell her if you don't.
No, go ahead, tell her.
Okay. So one time when we were living together, Sophie, I came home, like I threw open the door as I so often did, and Rachel was like laying on the couch watching Supernatural for the 100th time, and I was like, bruh, I love you, but we can't do this all summer. We cannot. So anyways, I got invited to this house party, and I literally dragged her with me. Like I fought with her the whole time. I was like, look, we're going to this party. You're going to have fun. And she was like, I don't know. I was like, we're going to have fun. So we go to this party. Rachel and I get extraordinarily drunk because we're two petite women who don't think. We didn't eat before this party. And then we had like double shots of Jameson and like all this other stuff. I was in charge of driving that night, so I'm trying to sober up. Ooh. I lost Rachel at one point, and I was like, where the fuck is my roommate? So I'm looking for her, and then finally I hear something from the bathroom. So I go in, and Rachel is on the floor. I'm like, dude, we have to go home. And she was like, no, I'm not going home. And I was like, I bring you out one time, and this is how you act.
I was very happy on that floor.
I was like, you cannot stay on the floor. We have to go home. Like, we have a home to go to. And she was like, no, I like the floor. And I was like, bruh. So I had to like recruit help from the 3 big guys in the living room. I was like, can you large gentlemen help me pick up a very small ginger on the bathroom floor? And they were like, oh yeah, for sure, we'll help you out, we'll get her. And I was like, thank God, because we're the same size and I can't pick her up. She's yelling at me. I feel like
I had my foot on the door so that you could not come in.
yeah, I was just like, Rachel. So finally one of the guys came in and got her, and then 2 of them carried her out, and then one of them walked us back to the car, and it was a hot mess.
Yeah. And even through that, I
Mhm.
got his number. So
That's right.
Ooh, okay.
yes.
See
You
you.
did get his number. We were so like, oh my God. We were a hot mess. Sophie, you have no idea what I went through, dude. It was a lot.
That
It was
was
so much.
my worst night for sure with drinking. That was the biggest mess I've ever been in my life. So it was a good night, you know?
It was. I think your worst night is pretty mild though compared to Sophie's. Am I right? What's your worst night, Sophie?
I don't
don't
even
think-
know.
You have to have like some idea.
Oh, I think so. When I was 15, I went to this Halloween party.
15.
Yeah. And I got really fucked up, and it was the first time I smoked weed, so I got really drunk and like was smoking in the bathroom with a bunch of like random people. And then there's this guy I really liked, and so I went and I was about to and I was like, oh, I'm 15, I'm about to and then I threw up. And next thing I know, I wake up like, and I'm on the couch of this random house, and there's like a bucket of like what used to be the Halloween candy bucket, and now it's sitting next to me, and I'm like, what happened? And they're like, you threw up 7 times. I had to get home. My parents had to pick me up, and I had to be like, yeah, my jeans and my shoes were full of puke because I was trying to see what happened was.
At 15.
Yeah, so that's pretty bad. I would say that's a pretty bad night. Yeah.
What had happened was, oh my God, I'm so
I didn't know
dead.
what a party was at 15. You know?
Same. I was like at home playing with my Barbies, and I was like, this is as good as it gets.
True. Actually, wait, the guy who's I was trying to yes, he wants to come on the podcast. After all this, he still wanted to like date me. And then he cheated on me, and like a week after he cheated on me, I gifted him my virginity.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
because I was 15 and an idiot.
Wait,
And-
you were still 15?
yeah.
So you threw up at the party and he was like, hey girl, what's your number? And then y'all dated?
Well, I also had made out with his twin brother.
Oh my God.
There's so much to unpack here.
I know.
I've lived a life.
Hey Tristan,
Hi guys.
how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Pretty cool. Pretty good. So Sophie is my podcast host, and she's the one that's going to be interviewing you. Basically, so she's going to interview you, and while she's interviewing you and you're answering questions, Rachel is not allowed to talk at all. Like, you get to say your piece,
Mhm.
whatever, and then at the end of it, you guys can both collaborate and like see if y'all's answers matched up or not.
Oh, this is awful. I have a terrible memory. She can already tell you that right now.
Well, she didn't mention that in her interview. But yeah, so Sophie's gonna go ahead and ask you 10 questions and
Alright.
try to remember what you can
Oh yeah,
and go from there.
of course.
All right. So, first question's pretty simple. How did y'all meet?
It was the first time we ever met was at my junior Battle of the Bands at Emerald High. She was dating a friend of mine named Montana, and she came to that. That's where I met her.
Cool. Simple enough. How long did you guys date?
I'm gonna say off and on like 3.5, 4 years.
Wow. Okay. How would you describe the relationship?
I think a lot of it was really good at first. I mean, it was fantastic. I enjoyed every minute of it, but I know I kind of got crazy, a little out of myself towards the end.
Fair enough. What attracted you to her at first?
She's just a unique individual. I tend to gravitate towards people who, you know, are kind of outside of their own little box, and she kind of really struck me that way.
Okay. What did you like most about her?
Her singing voice.
Oh, didn't know you sang. Okay, cool. What was your favorite thing to do together?
I mean, on my end, personally, it was just driving around and have her teach me how to sing. Um,
Aw,
really, I would just try to listen to her.
okay. Okay, cool. When did you first tell each other you loved each other?
Like, point in the relationship, or do you want like an exact date?
Just like at what point?
I think it was like 4 months.
Fair enough. What did you think of her friends?
I liked a lot of her friends. I was in contact with them a lot, and we actually had a lot of mutual friends because of, like, you know, school or my mutual friends kind of lined up with her mutual friends, and then, you know, church friends and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. What was her worst habit?
That's not a hard one. Can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
You gotta have something.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God, Rachel, you're perfect.
Told you.
When did you get over the breakup?
Last year. It was kind of something that just kind of stung a little bit for a while, and a lot of outside sources didn't really help.
You feel like it was a mutual breakup?
No, it was definitely all my fault.
Okay, so technically that's all we have. You're like really quick with it, so
Yeah.
I don't
you
know, Lonnie,
didn't-
do you have any?
You didn't ask him like why did you guys break up?
That's not on the list.
It's not? I thought it was.
So why did you guys break up?
Well, I had like our big breakup. I had just moved out, and she had just graduated and wanted to start school, but was working full time, and it's kind of a hard answer. As somebody who grew up like without any sort of strong father figure, I think my brain kind of just shot into, well, you're dating this girl and you live on your own, so you have to kind of go into protector mode. And I just went haywire, and then the guys I moved in with kind of were a bad influence, and I just kind of started losing sight of myself and spending a lot less time together. Just kind of, I don't know how to explain it other than I kind of just lost myself and went off the rails.
That's fair. Appreciate your honesty. How tall are you?
6'3".
Okay, just confirming.
That's 6'3"?
That's it? Just okay.
No, not 6'3.5".
You know, on a good day. If I recall, she gave me crap about that on the phone the other day.
Okay, well, cool. You know what? To lighten the mood a little bit, I'm gonna invite you guys to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with us, so we don't all leave here crying
Well,
and it's
Yeah, first I guess I should ask like
Nobody's
Rachel,
crying.
do you have anything?
Nobody's crying yet. I'm gonna let Sophie do it. Her
Well,
thing.
usually like we'll like talk to, so like do y'all have it? Rachel, do you have anything about his answers you want to like address or?
So he's being very kind and complimenting my voice, but I know plenty of times, as far as the bad habit question, that I would get a song stuck in my head, and I mean, I'm sure it was annoying, but I would
Oh.
sing it for weeks, probably.
Yeah.
And he would get to a point where he was like, just don't sing that song like ever again. Please just shut up. So
I kind of remember that now.
one, I was just giving you that answer for you.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's fair. I also do the same whenever like I've had like exes of mine on here, and Alani will be like, "What's your least favorite thing about her?" They'll be like, "I don't know, I don't really have any." I'm like, "No, you gotta say something." Like I know there's something you didn't like.
But honestly, that was probably it.
Wow. Okay, fuck.
Yes, fuck, marry, kill. I have a whole list here.
That was fantastic.
People. Oh man. All right, you guys. So I'm thinking we should start with like plain white actresses that are hyped up a lot. So fuck, marry, kill. Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lawrence. Go.
Oh, that's easy.
Who's going first?
Well, who wants to go first?
Am I playing too?
Yes, bitch.
Oh, I got it. This is easy. I'm still married. I'm married Jennifer Lawrence. Fuck Jennifer Aniston. Kill Reese Witherspoon.
Oh yeah, she plays white women too well, so she gotta go.
Yes.
Your turn, Rachel.
I think I would fuck Reese Witherspoon, marry Jennifer Aniston, and kill Jennifer Lawrence.
Damn.
Whew.
Our
Didn't
game
you love
changer.
Hunger Games?
I hate Katniss. I loved Hunger Games, and Katniss was my least favorite character throughout the entire series. And that's probably what ruined me on her, but I didn't like her in the books. I didn't like her in the movies.
Because I
It was
remember
just a terrible
distinctively you asking me to go take you to both of those movies when they came out.
Oh damn.
Yep.
Okay, your turn, Sophie. Fuck, marry, kill. Hit us.
Peter from Family Guy, Rick from Rick and Morty, and Hank from King of the Hill.
I got this one. It's easy. It's super easy.
Let's hear it, Tristan.
Definitely killing Peter from Family Guy because
Thank
he always
you.
comes back alive. He always comes
you.
back alive. That's why though.
Oh.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Definitely fucking Rick. And you're definitely marrying Hank because it's a stable
What did I
choice.
say?
And he cooks steak all the time.
What did I say?
Same answer as Alani. That's so
What
funny.
did I say? I
That's a
told
good
you,
one.
dude.
Except Alani was like, well, you know, Rick is the scientist, so he'll probably come up with some formula to last longer in bed.
You probably will.
It's
I
just
mean,
physics.
That's all it is.
Do you
I
agree?
mean, yeah, well, I was going to say marry Rick, but there's some compelling arguments here. Because a steak, that's a good point. And, you know, like me and Alani are definitely attracted to a tall, lanky type man.
No.
but,
No, not at
he-
all.
But he, we're moving forward, and I
Mhm.
feel like Rick would be several steps back as far as personality.
So many steps back.
Oh.
Several steps. He's not a nice person.
He's not.
So I agree.
Y'all are deep with this. Also, Tristan, can you stand up and show us how lanky and tall you are?
I would.
Sophie.
However, literally like past this is like a mess of like tools and
Oh, so
drywall.
that's
Just
a
stand
no.
up. You
Just
can
stand
see
up. You don't have to
What is
do
Rachel's
anything.
type?
Huh?
Just
Like if I
stand
stand
up.
up, I'm gonna be out of the camera.
That's
We
fine.
understand.
Whatever.
Why y'all are so needy?
If you're out, you're out. Oh, he
So
is
that's
a
Rachel's
long boy.
You're built just like my ex too. What the heck?
Was he white? Was he white?
Yeah, I was in North Carolina.
I don't
Okay.
date white
Yeah.
guys.
You don't
No,
have anyone
used
else?
to, you need to understand. Like, you keep getting like making comments of how I used to only date white guys. I lived in North Carolina. I
Well,
had,
see, I've never only dated white guys. I just end up with them.
oh,
Link, what are you doing?
We're gonna fight about this later. Thank you, Tristan, and thank you, Rachel, for joining the show. We really appreciate it. If you could tell like your friends and stuff that if they want to interview an ex, they should come here, and we don't have like really weird and intimidating questions.
unless
and
they
it can
want
be a
those.
fun experience. Unless they want them,
We can
yeah,
ask whatever they want us to ask.
yeah. But it's generally very chill. And I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your days to join us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
Nice meeting you, Sophie.
You too.
Definitely nice meeting you.
You too. Thank you guys.
Is that my ex? Shit, your ex is here.